Hello and welcome to this trauma-informed mat Pilates class today. You will just need a mat for this class. This class is suitable for beginners and there will be a lot of different variations. So go ahead and grab your mat and something that you can move in and we'll get started. We'll be starting this mat class on our back today. So find a comfortable shape on the back, perhaps bending the knees and having the feet resting. This can be the easiest to get the core breathing. But if leg straight feels more comfortable for you, you can do that too. And from here, we're going to focus on the breath to start, getting a little bit of core activation. So as you breathe in and out, I want you to try and get your breath as low into your stomach as you can. If it's easier for you, you can place your hands on your lower stomach to try and feel the breath here. And once you feel like you've gotten that breath nice and deep into the belly, I want you to try and see if you can also get that breath to go into the side body. So deep into the belly and also wrapping around to the side body. Once again, you could place your hands on these areas to see if you can feel the breath. And then you can try and see if you can get your breath all the way into your back. Really feel your body into the mat with your breath. This is a nice 360-degree breath. Using the breathing to engage the muscles. And when you're ready, when you've gotten that breath going, we're going to move into some strengthening now. So I invite you on an inhale to gently lift the right foot up off the mat. And then exhale, lower it down. And we'll just march back and forth. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, left leg goes down. Working through a few times each leg. Trying to maintain that stability, that core, that body on the mat. And if at any point your back gets sore, your legs get sore, your hips get sore, you can always move into a bit of a stretch or stop the movement. A couple more of these. Last one. Moving into some circles with the legs here. So the left leg's going to go straight. You can keep the circles nice and small with the leg, or you might decide you want to do big circles with the leg. So find the variation that works for your body. We'll do some circles going one way, maintaining that core, maintaining that back stability on the mat. Go the other way with the leg. Big or small, your choice. And lower that left leg down. Repeating the same thing on the other side here. Right leg circles, big or small. Use that breath. 360-degree breathing. Front body, side body, back body. Circle the other way with this right leg. Maintain that stability and lower the right leg down. Once again, if your back needs something a little different here, you can do some little side-to-side stretches or a little pelvic tilt, a little bit of wiggling before moving into the next exercise, which will be a double leg variation. So if this feels too uncomfortable for you, you can go back to the first marching leg one. If it feels okay, we're going to bring both our legs up in the air with the knees bent. A few variations here. You could lower down and just tap the foot with the knee bent and bring it back up. Tap and bring it back up. If you would like maybe a little bit more of a challenge for the core, you can have the legs straight as you lower down. So find the version for your body. Use that breath. A few taps each way. If you can, try and relax the neck. Once more each leg. And last one. Great. Let those legs come down. Maybe windshield wipers side to side. Maybe little tilts or little circles. When you're ready, you can join me on your side. We'll be going through some side planks here. So a couple variations. One variation, you can be down on the forearm and you can have both your knees together and you can maintain this, trying to keep the body nice and long. Use that core. Another variation, you might decide to come up onto the legs so that the hips are up. And a third variation, you might want the legs straight completely and pushing up with the legs straight. So choose your version, choose what works for you. And we'll move into it and hold for a couple breaths here. A nice inhale. Exhale. Strong body, strong mind. Inhale. Exhale. If you're still with me, one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Come back down. Amazing. Switching over to the other side here. You might choose the same variation on this side. You might choose a different one. Your choice. Moving into this version, 3 breaths again. Hold. Second breath, use that core. Relax that neck. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. Great. You did the planks. We'll move into a sitting shape here. So legs can go out in front of you. Depending on how tight your hamstrings feel, you might want to keep the knees bent. You might want to have the legs completely straight. So your choice here. And from here, we're going to move through some forward bends. So as we're forward bending, we really want to move through the back, keep the back nice and tall and nice and long. We're not kind of slouching through the back. So with this, we're going to keep that back nice and tall and just reach that body forward as far as feels comfortable. And then come back up. A few of these. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let go. Come back up. 3 more. Keep that body nice and long. 2 more. You might notice you can get a little further as you go, depending on how your body feels. Last one. And back to start. Great. A little bit of twisting here. Bringing these arms in front of you, almost like you're holding a big beach ball. Once again, legs can be straight. Legs can be a little bit bent. Whatever works for your body. Inhale, and on an exhale, twist to the right. Keep that back nice and tall and strong. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. If you need to sit on a bolster, that can also work too, depending on how your hips feel. And exhale over to the right, back strong. Once more each way here. Center. Twist. Center. Back to the right. Excellent. Amazing. We're going to come back onto our back, depending on how it feels for you. You can just go back onto the back. If you'd like a little bit more of core work, you can bring the arms in front of you and slow and controlled as much as you can. Lower back down. Excellent. Once on your back, I invite you to bend the knees so that your feet are bent. And working through a little pelvic tilt here. So belt buckle goes up to belly button or tailbone tucks under. We're just tilting the pelvis. Maybe getting a little bit of a lift off the mat here. Work through a few of these tilts. And then if you would like, you can lift the entire glute off the bed or the mat. Working through some bridges here. If you're feeling up for it, if you want more of a challenge, you can be up and lift one heel up at a time. That cramped my hamstring a bit. That is not what I will be doing today. I will stick to the bridges. Couple more. Make sure you're using that breath. 360 degrees, deep belly, side body, back body breath. Last one. Excellent. And we'll end today with a few little stretches. You can windshield wiper the knees back and forth to start. Just getting a bit of movement throughout the low back and the hips. Can bring the knees to chest. Give your body a bit of a hug here. Rocking side to side gently. Maybe some circles with the spine. Can lower that right leg. Bring your hands to wrap around the back of the left upper leg here and just bend and straighten the left knee. Bit of a stretch throughout the hamstring. Couple times up and down with that leg. Switching to the other side, arms behind the right leg, and just bend and straighten that one. And in your own time, bringing that right leg down so that your feet are on the mat, your knees are bent, and just taking a couple more deep breaths. Maybe let it go on the exhale. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me in this trauma-informed mat Pilates class. If there's any extra little stretches or movements your body is calling for, feel free to do those now. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I'll see you next time.